What's up, guys? Ice Toad here. So, for Diablo 2 Resurrected, apparently Blizzard or Vicarious Visions or whatever the fuck you want to call them nowadays, apparently they're going to implement some changes, some balances, things that haven't been done in a long fucking time. As you can see here, this article states 12 years. Because I remember back when I was a duck playing Diablo 2, it was always big freaking news, man. I remember they came out with the patch updates, right? And it was really exciting. And I would read like every little bit because they'd have all these little minute details of shit that changes. Of course, at one point they added exceptional and elite unique items. And then they added new rune words. And then, well, they added rune words at all. And they added runes before that. It was toad as fuck. And then they even added Uber Tristram and Diablo clone and events like that. But all of a sudden, shit just came to a halt and they just stopped. And that's just what it was. And then I waited for Diablo 3 to come out. I played Diablo 3, tricked myself into thinking that was a decent game for a little while. And that's history, dog. But check this out. Still a little sick, right? Holy fucking shit. Patch 2.4 is what they be calling it. Will be coming to PTR on PC early next year. Set to make significant changes. Close to 12 years since the last such update. Hell yeah, dog. Changes will be geared around opening up new opportunities and shit. The team is interested in messing with things at work. Will instead focus on giving players more options. All 7 playable characters are being reworked to some extent. Holy toad. Holy fucking shit. Are you kidding me, dog? I wonder if we're going to get the female version of the Amazon and the Sorceress and the Assassin. That'd be interesting if we get the female version of those. But anyway, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff to explore here. Like I know they buffing the mages. I was bitching about the mages, how weak they are. I don't even use them. For the Necromancer, apparently the mage is going to be getting buffed. But check this out. Hell yeah! All 7 playable classes are being reworked to some extent. In fact, capitalizing on the game's impressively open class design to elevate class fantasies that aren't currently viable in high-level play. Hell yeah! Few examples of builds have been focused on, for instance, are melee-powered Amazons. Hell yeah, because they suck ass right now. I mean, I don't want to play the Amazon until they make the OG female version, but whatever. I mean, it's interesting they're going to make it. Like, I'm going to play the Droid, Necromancer. I don't think they have bad. The Barbarian. I'm going to play the Barbarian. Probably about it, man. Few examples of builds. Hell yeah. Martial arts focused assassins and axe throwing barbarians. See, and of course, a lot of you guys know this, but there's modded versions of Diablo 2. Like there's Path of Diablo. And there's Project Diablo 2. Both of which they implement all sorts of balance changes. Like there's throw barbarians and shit. There's summon droids. Things like that. Reintroduction to ladder play. So that'll be fun. New rune word items. Fuck yeah. And I made a super clickbait video about a month or two ago saying about new rune words in Diablo 2 Resurrected. At that time, apparently it was fake news. The video got massively disliked, man, but it got a lot of views. But, you know, that's the thing. I was going to bring this up to you dogs. Man, the fact that YouTube removed the dislike button, that's fucking bullshit. Give me a hell yeah if you're with me in the comments below. That's coming from a dog who made his share of videos that got done fucked up when it comes to dislikes, alright? You see, they act like it's for the little guy, YouTube, they say. But that's fucking bullshit. It's really for them big corporations that everybody hates every fucking thing that they put out, so they dislike the fuck out of it. Like all those fake comedy shows and just all the mainstream bullshit that folks are just tired of. You know, they dislike the shit out of that. And the thing is that stuff is bad for those companies' rep, you know? It's bad for their image, for the truth to come out and the reality to be set and seen for all to see, that people just hate that fucking shit. So they lobbied and shit to get that dislike button gone. You know, I think is exactly what happened. That's fucked up. But yeah, give me a hell yeah if you guys want to see that dislike button back. That was useful, man. Because you go online in YouTube and you look up like how to do this or that, for just one example, and if the video was vastly disliked, you're like, oh, fuck. The general consensus is this video's fucked up. This guy's giving false information and shit. Like trying to fix your furnace or something, right? And it was always telling. It always lined up. Like, you'd be like, okay, why is it so disliked? Like, if you took the time to watch it, you'd be like, oh, that's why, look. He takes this part off. You're not even supposed to do that yet. You're supposed to shut off this and that before you take that part off. You could fuck everything up. And then you go in the comments, you see everyone saying, yeah, you're supposed to take that shit off. You're supposed to shut this shit off before taking that shit off. You know, things like that. And it'd be instantly telling why it was so disliked. But now YouTube, man, because they're just, you know, bending for these global corporations and shit. They took that shit away. That's fucked up. Give me a hell yeah if you want to see that dislike button back. Okay. What the fuck else are they doing? Meanwhile, we'll introduce new rune words, high-level armor pieces and weapons, crafted using hard-to-find socketable items. You know, this article is written for, like, the person who never fucking played Diablo. Set items are being buffed too. Mercenaries are being reworked. So they're saying they're going to make all mercenaries viable instead of just the M2. Of course, they did this in Project Diablo 2. God damn! The light touch tweaks that were made resurrected, such as optional auto gold pickup, adding a skill bar for PC players, were well received. Yeah, I want to try that skill bar shit. I was bitching about that for a long time. I wanted that in Diablo. I can't figure it out. I tried to go through the options and shit. I couldn't figure it out. Hell yeah. All these... Now, this is going to be told. Class balance changes. 7 playable characters. Won't alter what they can already do, but instead will foster new viable builds. So there's still going to be shit that's OP as fuck, like the Necromancer's Corpse Explosion. I mean, that's fine by me, but you got to be careful, you know, because like Diablo 3, they started doing that. They're like, let's just not nerf anything. And then they just kept buffing the fuck out of everything. All these numbers started going to 3,000%, 5,000%, 7,000%. And then still, some other things were just left way behind. Like the things that they didn't want to nerf or whatever, they didn't want to buff, just left way behind. But if they're careful, you know, and they don't use those big bullshit numbers, she'll be fine. Just like in PD2, for example. But I kind of like some of the overpowered shit. Like I was saying, the Cortex Explosion, the 1.1 amp damage from the Necromancer. You know, things like that are kind of nice. Because then you can only put 1 point in that shit, and then you can still put a bunch of points elsewhere and make your custom build and shit. You don't gotta put like 20 points in amp damage, just waste all those fucking points on a pretty boring but necessary skill. Okay. We're taking baby steps, which is why you'll notice that nothing's being nerfed. The main goal is to make less viable classes and builds, stuff that makes thematic value and raise them up. 20 years ago you played a Blizzard Sources and you jump back, and today you'd still be able to play the same Blizzard Sword. But what if you always looked at the idea of a throwing a barbarian? Hey, yeah, that's what we're looking into. Amazon changes, melee focused, impale and fend, because they suck ass, obviously. There'll be changes to synergy requirements too, meaning you might need to put a decent number in skill points into a synergy. High level play assassin in Diablo 2 are usually all about placing sentries and traps. Yeah, there's no martial art assassin. So in 2.4, they're fixing to get themselves a martial arts assassin. Hey, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to play that ugly bitch, but that's kind of cool. Not only the lesser used traps are set to get damage scaling buff. Hell yeah. See, like Wake of Fire. Yeah, because everybody goes lightning traps. And you'll go to Project Diablo 2 and there's Wake of Fire and shit. And people, there's fire builds. For the Barbarian, double throw and throwing mastery build, leap attack, and grim ward are being looked into. For the Necromancer, skeletal mages, and lesser used golems. Fuck yeah. Have a golem. You know, will you guys please make the fire golem toad as fuck? Please? Because it sucks ass in Project Diablo 2 right now. The fire golem. He looks badass, but he sucks ass. So, come on, give him a ton of fucking damage. You know, like if he can't kill fire mutants, give him a ton of fucking damage. And keep that 1.1 occurred so I can have me a 1 point in lower res curse, that you could bust their fire res, and then they can whoop their ass. You know, you have that fire golem. He looks badass. Because they suck, obviously, right now. You don't even use golems. And sometimes you have one to slow the bosses, but he always gets his ass kicked. Hell yeah, I'm going to make me a fucking necromancer. Bone skills? What? Golems are getting a rework alongside bone skills for damage reduction? The fuck? Bone skills? They talking about like buffing up teeth and bone spear or what? Okay. Droid. Yeah, the droid, there's going to be a summon droid. Right down to timings. This is cool. Is getting what sounds like a substantial rework of fire skills. Right down to timings. They're not only going to change. See, that's the cool thing. What they can do in Resurrected is they can add all sorts of new visuals and shit. Where PD2, they're kind of stuck with trying to use what's already there. And trying to like manipulate shit a little bit. But in this, they can add like new effects. You know, they can add some big ass fire skills and shit. And not just pull, you know, other game content to try to make a skill out of. I think that's going to be awesome. Could be. Right down to timings. In addition to this, the pet side of the droid, the summons are being buffed with a mind towards high level hell runs. Hell yeah! This means that the droid's pets should be getting increased health, higher damage output, and new synergies. Hell yeah! Get me a summon droid and shit. Like in PD2, what they did, obviously they buffed all the pet life and damage, but they made it so if you have 20 points in Grizzly, you can actually have 2 Grizzlies out at once. So hopefully we'll see some shit like that in here, because you just ain't got enough pets. You know, you gotta have more of them, Grizzlies and shit. Paladin's cool sounding, but not that cool. Fist of Heavens getting a buff. Yep. Yep. Because Fist of Heaven sucks ass. It looks awesome, but it sucks ass. In PD2, it's a great skill. So that'll be great. Because in Resurrected, because it's kind of clunky in PD2. And I'm sure they're going to find a way in D2R to make it, you know, not clunky and annoying. So we'll see how that works. Oh. Infernal skill less clunky. For the Sorceress, skills like Hydra will be improved. See, in PD2, you can have lesser Hydra that shoots the firebolts. And you can have the full Hydra that shoots fireballs. And the fireballs are very helpful. You know, obviously they do AoE splash damage. It'd be cool if they could shoot through enemies too. Because sometimes there's fire immunes in the way, and they shoot the fucking fireballs trying to get to the enemies behind them, but they can't. They just exploded all the fire immunes that just don't do damage. It'd be cool if they could sometimes phase through enemies. Or if they could actually, if they knew to seek out non-fire immunes. I think that would be a good way to go. Same thing with like the assassin traps, automated skills. You know, don't be tagging the enemies that are lightning immune unless if it's broken by conviction or lower res. That would be cool if they had smart traps and smart Hydra. That wouldn't just shoot shit that's already fire immune. It's just not going to do anything to it. You know, it'd only shoot it if its immunity was broken or if it wasn't immune to the element in which it's imposing, you know. Give me a hell yeah in the comments if you guys are up for that. But, okay, another area the team is focusing on is mercenaries. Yeah, try to not make them dumb as fuck. Skills and base stats. New rune words. This is interesting. Also supporting the lesser used mercenaries. They're going to be rune words that are for the mercenaries. I mean, obviously you already put the infinity, you put the fortitude, you put the chains of honor. Sometimes you life leech on something. You don't got on the helm. You put the chains of honor. But are they actually making them that are like catered toward mercenaries? Like, what if there's rune words that's like rogue mercenary when she wears this shit has multi-shot? You know, what if there's shit like that? I mean, that would be interesting. I wouldn't mind that at all. Let me know what you guys think about that. Hell yeah. Mercenaries lively progress in the night hell. Philosophy is also driving the changes that are being made. Some sets. Yeah, they're trying to make some sets a little bit better and shit. Yeah, they're trying to buff some of the sets. They're acting like they surveyed fans. I don't know. Might be bullshit, but because they acted like, yeah, some of the fans say that like Death set, they just sell it to the merchants, they get it, so we're going to try to make it a little bit more viable. Hell yeah. Ladder play. Will be coming with the patch? Hell yeah. Okay, so ladder coming up. As the debut of RuneWords. Okay, so when 2.04 drops, the new RuneWords are only going to be on the ladder. That's a good thing. Y'all can still play Classic if you don't want to mess with the new RuneWords, you know. We do know quite a bit. New RuneWords will utilize existing runes that are already available. Hey, yeah. New RuneWords will complement the set item buffs? What the fuck? So like Talrasha's set, that's not a good example. I guess there's not a shield. There'll be like some shield you can make that says like when you have Talrasha's set on, you do X amount more fire damage or some shit like that. Is that what they mean in here? Some will suit mercenaries. Yeah, I like that. Help amplify rework class fantasies. Hell yeah. You know, that's kind of what they did in Diablo 3. But as long as they stay careful, you know, this might be all right. Because that'll be told, like an example, like a throw barbarian, you could have like a body armor rune word that like increases your, that maybe makes like your items ricochet and shit when you throw them. You know, like how it is in PD2 where it'll ricochet off enemy to enemy. So it'll be like, wear this armor and your throw weapons will ricochet off of enemies onto other enemies. Some shit like that. Yeah, and there were some rune words that never made it to the game, like Plague. They have that in, I think, both Path of Diablo and Project Diablo 2. A 3-socketed item. It's kind of endgame. It has, like, cleansing aura, lower resist cast, shit like that. 2 to all skills, 1 to 2 to all skills. And they just never added it to the game. So they pulled that from the old files. They put that in PD2. So shit like that's probably going to be in here, is my guess. Hell yes. Let me know what you guys think about all this. What changes do you want to see in Diablo 2 Resurrected? Since the shit's going to be out early next year. In PTR form? Hell yeah. Let me know what you dogs think about that in the comments below, alright? Are you looking forward to this? To be honest with you guys, I kind of am, you know? I know it's probably quite evident, but like, I think it'll be fun to have a bunch of new shit. What they need is they need to add some endgame stuff, alright? They need to add like endgame mapping or something. Or, I don't know, rifts? Do we want fucking rifts? Probably not, right? But we want like the endgame maps like in PD2, you know? I mean, shit, give us a new act, dog. Give us a complete Act 4, new areas in Act 4. You know, 3 more quests. You know, give us shit like that. But what it really needs, I think, probably something to challenge your endgame character. You know, like right now it's just bail runs. You're just doing the bail runs. Like, they need some, I don't know, I'm not the best at creating this shit. I never had too much interest in creating a game and shit, but let me know. I mean, there might be a better solution than just like making the portals for the maps. There might be a better solution than that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And like the damn video if you haven't yet. Thank you to my patrons for supporting me as you have. And to all my patrons and super patrons, links in the description below. May your finances be blessed, and may you have many wives. Peace be with you.